My mommy will make pumpkin and roti.
White rice with curry potato and chana and pepper sauce. Or like a jerk chicken plate with rice and peas. Some mac and cheese. Yeah, that was my childhood.
My mom and my grandma, we spent a lot of time cooking growing up. It was like one of our bonding times. And mom got us into the kitchen relatively early. I remember when I came, we used to see on TV ads for like McDonald's and stuff like that. So I was super excited to like eat McDonald's and be invested in that. So we used to eat Big Macs, eat fried chicken on a regular basis. So we cooked less and we ate out more. We started to read stuff more and realized that how much preservatives were in things. My mom got back to cooking greens more, more eggs, started to buy whole foods more, and we found that our bodies got better.
My relationship with Guyanese food has always been a very close one. Reason being is that I love my culture.
Well, he can't really cook.
Yes, I can.
I'm joking, he really can. But I think because he grew up with a mom that knew how to cook very well, and then he just transitioned to a wife that, cook Chinese food. He just lays back on that, but he loves his culture and he loves his food, and he would tell you if yours don't taste the way it should. It was important to us to have a son or kids, because, in case we have more.
Amen. We will.
To be immersed in our culture, both through food and music. I consider Guyana a melting pot because you have Indian cuisine, you have the Chinese cuisine, you have African cuisine, you have the Caribbean cuisine. So our food is just so much that it's just, and it's amazing, and they're good at it.
This is very dangerous, very hot stuff. More dangerous than hot oil. This is the most dangerous thing in the restaurant, pretty much, is this sugar right here. There we go. This is one of our best sellers for sure. People come for the oxtails. People fight me if I run out of oxtails. Guyana is not one that's talked about very often. Being able to have a Guyanese business, to be a Guyanese chef, to bring more prominence and understanding to our cuisine, our culture, which is an unbelievable one. It has had both, Indian, Chinese, traditional South American, and traditional Caribbean, all have been melting in that nation for hundreds of years. Is just a crazy thought, and it shows in the food and how powerfully flavorful it is. For me, Guyanese food and Caribbean food was always a holiday thing. My mother, her sister, and her niece began this restaurant 28 years ago. Being in the restaurant business or having a mother in the restaurant business, the last thing she wants to do is come home and cook more food or different food. So a lot of the times what I'm eating for dinner is just leftovers from the restaurant. So I started cooking because it was either I cook for myself or I'm having leftovers every single day. And I wanted to try different things. There were always dishes that I loved. Roti has always been a bit of an obsession for me. Curry potato and chana, also always loved it as a kid. My mom's one of 14, so a lot of the times we were at one of her sister's houses. It was the big extended family, 30, 40 people. And all the sisters and nieces are cooking a feast. And so that's when I would experience the full breadth of sort of the Caribbean diasporic cuisine. Cook-up rice is a very, very special place in my heart, just around holidays and my mother's cooking. It's like one of the few things, if only thing I have ever asked my mother to actually make me. And she sent me a bunch in college, and I had like one container left. And one of my friends, who is lucky he's still my friend, took it out of the fridge because he was drunk and hungry, and I guess maybe thought it was like delivery food or something. I don't know. But like he like puts it in a pan and starts like doctoring it up and all this stuff. And I come down and I see what he's doing, and I flip out. And I've never been closer to just killing someone right then. And I literally told him, if I didn't love you so much, I would have murdered him. I would have bloodied him up and thrown him out the freaking door. Because that's how much that food meant to me. It was my last meal from home. I have been back to Guyana a couple times, 3 times in my life, once as a little kid. I mean, they were all powerful and awesome experiences, getting close with my cousins and things like that. But, you know, day in and day out, week in and week out, this restaurant is really my number one touch point and my number one anchor to my Caribbean roots.